Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. And let's talk about Married to Medicine, Season 6, Episode 7. It's going down. Quad showed up in that beautiful ass dress like, hey, this is me. Here I am. And did you see Simone in her short mini skirt? She was like, she brought her sexy back. So we find out that she jumps on top of Cecil next episode. Like, she got her man back. She got her husband back. They're going to be doing their thing. They're going to be doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. I'm glad they're kind of like making up. It's all good. So let's get on to, Contessa. She had a surgery. Everything went well. Last episode, I was like, oh my God, Scott got to get some counseling because, she ain't going to have no breasts. She just only going to have some nipples there. Oh no, she got breast implants too as well. So she's kicking it. They're going to be sitting up high and tight. I was like, okay, I see what's going on. And so she's actually happy that now she reduces her cancer to, first with keeping her breast, it was like 40%, but with removing her breast and just leaving the nipple and then putting the implants and everything like that, it reduces to like about 0% maybe. So I was like, yeah, you go. I was like, okay, because I've known some women that had this surgery, but they didn't get breast implants after. Maybe they didn't have the money or the insurance, and that's the reason why. So I was just assuming that she was just going to just have the nipples sitting there. I didn't know. I thought maybe you put the breast implants there too. Cancer can develop somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, I'm glad I was corrected, Contessa. So she got her implants. She's home. She's feeling a lot better, but she's still scared. She's still nervous. Scott is there supporting her. Her husband got her back 100. Her kids run in the room to see her. They're all happy and joyful. They just like, mommy, mommy. They're so sweet. And then her oldest daughter asked her, mommy, am I going to have to get the same thing you got? And she was like, I don't know, honey, but you don't got to worry about that right now. I was just like, damn. And Contessa was like, I don't know. I can't say no to that because I don't know if she really would have to. I was like, damn, Contessa, you always doing it to me. You make a sister want to cry all the time, but you be keeping it real. And your story is real. Like, this is some real information that people need to know, men and women too as well, so they can support women they know, family members they know too as well. So I was just like, okay. So it seems really good. I was like, go ahead, Contessa. Everything went good and she's happy. And she doesn't have to live in that fear of she's going to develop breast cancer and her kids are going to have to grow up watching her be sick. That's the one thing that she fears because she watched her mother as she was growing up be sick and always having a sick parent, having ailing parents, sick parents or whatever. So that's cool. I like that. The kids were so cute. They was like, mommy. So that was really nice. And then we got Dr. Heavenly. She's back home from, Miami, Florida. She's back to the burbs. She's back to, sophistication. She's back to money. She's back to life, back to reality too as well. She runs up in the house. She don't see her husband. He's downstairs in the basement playing music. She was like, Daddy, how come you ain't at the door meeting me, man? I missed you. Plus she's going through such emotional stress and release. Like, all that in Florida was a lot, and she wanted to be right next to her husband because when he went to Barbados to release his energy and the negativity from his past, who was there next to him? His wife, his buddy. his buddy was right there. And so, she's kind of like yelling. He was like, calm down, honey. Why are you yelling and screaming? You're already nagging. You just got home. He was like, I didn't know you was here. She was like, oh, music is like your mistress. You better be glad music is just his mistress. And it's music that's in his basement. And there ain't no strippers and ain't no girls around dancing while he's trying to make music and trying to have a rap career or a hip hop career or a R&B career, or pop career. So, she kind of calms down when she hears, like, when he says, calm down. Why are you upset? Then they hug, they kiss. She was like, baby, you got a boo-boo, daddy. She kissed him, they hug. And you can see that they really, really depend on each other. And they're like each other's better half, and that's really important to have. So I thought that was really cute and unique too as well, that you can see the little girl in Heavenly when she's around her husband, because he's the only person that really understands her and gets her, and he doesn't embarrass her. Like, if she embarrasses herself or acts a fool, he doesn't add on to it. He makes sure, like, sometimes it's hard to go with guys that don't embarrass you or do things to put you on the spot. He's always right on time with the right thing to say, how to say it, when to say it, and he calms down the room. He has this calming energy. So I peeped that. So that was cool or whatever. I did like that. And then So, she talks about, all the forgiveness and how she felt really good. And also about, like, she wasn't thinking about her father or anything like that. When she went by his room, she just felt this pain in her chest. And she remembered her daddy died. And he was like, oh, you probably haven't thought about it. You probably haven't let it go. You probably haven't released it. You probably haven't dealt with it. That's why it feels that way. Because I think he kind of understands, because of his father dying and not dealing with his father dying, or knowing his father really and actually going to his gravesite. So he understands where she's coming from. So all in all, Heavenly said it was a great trip, but she's still going to call the ladies dirty bitches, like she called Mariah a dirty, low down, lying bitch. I was like, oh goodness. And so moving on from that, we get Contessa. She's going to need to recover 6 to 8 weeks. And basically she's going to be on bed rest. She ain't going to be working. And she has her aunt there, auntie something, that's going to be there with the kids. So that's good. And, she's going to be praying for her daughter, that her daughter doesn't have to go through the same thing that she has to go through, which is having the breast reduction and removing the breast, the breastectomy, whatever. And so we get Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie, she's at home, she's dusting. Curtis is like, okay, he's coughing and shit like that, and he has like a sinus infection or something like that. She's feeling on his face. He was like, nah, I'm gonna go see a real doctor. Them 2 little fingers that you have that you be sticking up, and you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna see a doctor from the top up. and that was funny too as well. And he was like, I grew up with 7 brothers and sisters, and we didn't do no scrubbing. Because Curtis is not trying to dust, he was or scrub any chairs or anything like that. So I was like, okay, I see them. And she said, and then one thing Dr. Jackie did say, that Heavenly grew up like a lot of us African Americans, basically with parents, kind of like raise you in fear and put these rules and restrictions on you where you can't do this, you can't do that, or stay away from here. And they're superstitious too as well, to keep you on a straight and narrow path. And sometimes you go up with a little bit of crazy. And she was like, I got a little bit of crazy. You got a little bit of crazy too. I got a little bit of crazy too. And so all types of different, especially if coming from down south, all different types of things that was superstitious, things not to do. Don't go outside when this light turns this color. Don't turn around here. Don't sweep your feet with the broom. All types of stuff. If you're kissing, you can get pregnant. All types of things. But anyways, I was like, damn, Curtis has 7 brothers and 7 sisters. I was like, wow. He was like, we didn't do no scrubbing or none of that. So Curtis is going to go check out a real doctor, because he don't want Dr. Jackie to use her 2 fingers that she stick up on women. So we got Toya and Eugene. They go see their dream house. They bring their little 2 baby boys there. The boys love the house. They like the house. And the kids' bedroom might be on top of Toya's and, Eugene's bedroom. And she's not hearing them because she want to be loud and freaky. And she already got foam and everything. And nobody wants their kids' bedroom on top of their room. That's a no-no. Oh, no. You don't do that. You will never go to sleep. And so, but the kids are going to have to deal with changing schools and things like that. And, they're not too happy about that. But Eugene was like, they'll get over it. I don't know any of my friends from when I was 6, 7 years old. Toya was like, I do. I have some of my friends. Like, I have friends. I have people that stay around. I was like, come on, Toya. It's like Toya can be so nice, and then she can just be so reckless. Like, she hasn't even apologized to Contessa. And she knows what Contessa's going through with this breast reduction. Her father being sick, having cancer, having colon cancer. She hasn't even reached out to her or tried to mend fences with her or anything after that argument they had about 3 weeks ago. You think she'll be more compassionate towards her or whatever, because she's going through some real shit. She's going through real life shit. You just building a house and you don't got nothing else going on, and Eugene just got a brand new position, so he's working. So it's like, damn, you could be more open. You got too much time on your hand, Toya, and you need to humble yourself, or somebody will humble you. So get it together. So we have that situation. The house looks nice. It looks beautiful. The kids, it's wonderful for the kids to see their own house being built. And they're telling the kids they're going to be there from, until they graduate high school. They're going to be living in that house. So that's good. And that was cool. And then we get to Cecil and we get to Simone, and Miles is home from, Harvard University. He done did his first semester, did good, did well. He got one girlfriend, but he's shy and he ain't trying to spread his, cookies and his wood stick all over the world. He's a shy one. And so that's when Simone and, Cecil talk about like we're gonna have to move into one house. All the kids are home. We back together, and like basically we're just gonna make the North House our main house. That's gonna be our house. That's where we're gonna live. That's where we're gonna stay at. We're gonna put the front on for the kids. We're gonna get this together. But they have sex, so they must have got it together. All they need to do is live together. And Simone is looking all sexy with her short miniskirt on. She's getting her sexy back. She's getting that confidence back. So that means Cecil must be doing what he's supposed to be doing. And so we have that situation. And, Simone was like, oh, my God, for 9 months. Damn, you was away from your husband for 9 months. You had sex with him in 9 months. I hope that's not the case. But she was all like, it's so peaceful. It's so quiet. It's so clean. And then, Cecil was like, yo, listen, come on. You gonna say something negative like that? Like, why you gotta have that type of energy, And she was like, what are you talking about? You was going out with this one and that one, having fun with your boys. And he was like, no, you was going out too and going out of Georgia and having fun with your girls. Then Michael jumps in and Michael was like, come on, what are you both guys talking about? You both did the same thing. So they're like, Michael's the counselor. So it seems like they're bringing their family closer and blending it more closer together, having a main house and stuff, being at the main house. So good for them, good, because a lot of people can't forgive. A lot of people can't move forward. They stay in that pain and they stay in that hurt. So it looks like, Cecil and Simone are moving forward, just like Dr. Jackie and Curtis is moving forward, and they buying a brand new house. I was like, oh shit. And so we have that situation go on, and then we're going to move on to Contessa. She's at home trying to get ready plate of food, a food platter for the guests. Mariah comes through with Jarret. Jarret's the new doctor on the show with that nice little short blonde hair, afro. The shit looks nice. She comes through. They go see Contessa, ask how she's doing, how everything going. Jarret is having a housewarming party, and they're talking to Contessa about her breast implants and stuff like that. Mariah was like, my breasts are so sensitive. They sitting up to the top. Hopefully they won't fall down again. I was like, Mariah is a trip. She's sporting her breasts. She ain't playing around with us. She's like, they're very sensitive. They're sensitive all over the place. They give me all types of orgasms. I was like, come on. A little too much for TV. Come on. And so basically, Contessa's just saying that she didn't tell everybody what was going on and what was happening because she didn't feel like that was something to say to everybody. It was like she wanted to get it done and get it out the way. Once she got out the way, she would talk to people about it. Like, she didn't want to make a memo, oh, I'm having, this done, because it's kind of sensitive and personal at the same time too as well. But she did give them let some of them know what was going on, what was happening with the situation. And so it is what it is. And so Jarret's having a housewarming, and Contessa's not going to be able to come. Then we get Quad. She's with her auntie and her mother. She's with the women that raised her. They talking about listening to Stevie Wonder, cooking in the kitchen, making food. And basically Quad is just talking about how, when she gets around the girls, she wants them to be supportive. She don't want them all in her business. She want them to be like concerning, not picking and not nagging. But Quad, you was not like that with Dr. Jackie. It was like the 411. It was like read all about it. I mean, all you guys was bringing up the post, what the woman said, which website, which blog site it was on. You was all in it. You was even rude to Curtis and the whole nine. And now it's your turn to share, and you don't want to share. The ladies is like, yo, we supposed to be eating off this cheating story. Because when Jackie and Curtis was going through their situation, everybody was every marriage on this show was talking about what was going on with Curtis and Jackie. We didn't even know what else was going on in y'all life. And now you got the same situation. They trying to eat off the story too as well. Even though we know Quad is not really friends with these ladies on the show. I think the one that she's probably the closest to is probably Dr. Jackie. I think that's what she said. I can't remember because she was on an interview, and she really don't like Simone. That's what she said in an interview. Well, I think she should open up and she should just share, because she's not only just opening up to them, she's sharing with the world about what she's going through. And then, she talks about, she tells her mother and her auntie that she got a divorce and she done moved out the house. And we know what that means, that she took half of the furniture without Gregory knowing, because there was a clause in their divorce decree and their separation decree that, you can move property out the house as long as it's not out the county. And so she cleaned that house up clean, left it empty for Dr. G. I hope that night at the hotel was worth it. But maybe now Dr. G will get himself some kids. And so, moving on from that situation, and I was just like, damn, Quad. And I know Quad is probably like, it's embarrassing, kind of going through, because, Jackie was embarrassed and she was talking about all the negative, shit that happened to her, about people saying her negative tweets, negative Instagram, her patients coming in trying to tell her what to do and how to run her life and her marriage and her business. So I understand where Quad is coming from, and why would you want to open up to women that you are not friends with, but this is a part of the game, this is a part of your contract. And basically you can just tell your side of the story instead of people guessing and people writing about it on blogs or making up shit, So we have that situation, and it seems like everything is cool so far. So now we got to get ready for the housewarming party at Jarret's house. Everybody's there. Everybody shows up. All the ladies are there. Quad comes in late, and she comes in and she sits down. Mariah's there, and Dr. Jackie's there, Dr. Simone's there, and Jarret's there too as well, and Toya's there. And Toya was like, well, we get to see you twice in 1 month. And then Quad is like, oh, relax. Like, damn, but Toya didn't have to come off like that. Toya could have said, it's good to see you, glad you made it. Or she could have said, hey, Quad, how you doing, girl? And not saying let it be, but she had to let it know, like, girl, I only seen you twice in 2 months. Like, I guess, Toya is just like, yo, I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to be around you. I don't see you. I don't want to fake the funk with you. I thought we was cool. I thought we was friends. You don't even show up for taping. We don't see you no more. So I guess that's where Toya is coming from, but it's inappropriate too as well, because how would Toya feel if she was going through a public divorce right now? She would not be doing good, because she don't know where she'll be living and how she'll be making it. And she won't be living the luxury lifestyle that she does have now. So she probably could have just said, hi, Quad, it's good to see you. And Quad could have said, instead of saying relax, Quad could have said, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be seen. That's what they usually say at church. When you don't go to church for a long time, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be seen. Praise God. Amen. That's what they usually say at church. When they call you a backslider. And so we have that situation. And so then we have, Simone and, Mariah go over there and talk. And then I don't know if they was feeling like Toya said something wrong, or they feeling like, Quad said something wrong when she replied to, Toya, when she was replied to Toya and said, relax. I don't know if Simone was saying that was wrong, or she was saying that what Toya said to Quad was wrong. She could have just said, hi, how you doing? Happy to see you. Happy that you're here. I'm happy that you made it. So it could go vice versa, whichever way that, Simone, but maybe I think Simone was probably going towards, Quad, because, Mariah was agreeing with Simone. And plus I feel like Quad is not friends with Simone anymore. So it is what it is. But they could have made up, since the last time I seen that interview was on Hollywood Unlocked. And so moving on from that situation. So, Toya was like, I don't know what to say, how to feel. It's all uncomfortable and everything. So it's just like, it is what it is with the situation. And so then, Mariah, what's her name? Dr. Heavenly, she shows up. She shows up with Damon. Damon has on a jacket he don't have on his scrubs. And, Heavenly goes says hello to everybody. Mariah act like she don't see Heavenly. It is what it is with that situation. And totally kind of like ignores her. I was like, okay. And so then, everybody goes, so Heavenly and Simone, they go outside where the guys are at, and they're sitting there, they're talking, and basically Heavenly's talking about her journey and her trip to Miami, and she's saying what I always be telling Simone about you, Cecil, is honor, respect, and sex. That's what a woman need to do, honor, respect, and sex, since I'm an expert. Dr. Damon was like, I'm not an expert. I don't know what to tell you, how to do it, when to do it. I don't know how to get into people's business. I don't know how to tell you guys what to do, how to handle your relationship. He was just like, whatever. And so, Cecil was like, oh, that sounds great. That sounds excellent. That sounds wonderful. I totally agree. And Cecil's putting it down in his phone. Then the other ladies come outside, and then all the guys are outside. Then, Quad comes outside. All the ladies from inside come outside, and then Aiden asks, Quad, where is, Dr. Gregory? Where's Gregory at? Where's Gregory? And she didn't answer. And so, Mariah was like, stop, don't answer. And everybody's looking at, Aiden, like, you should know this. Like, I don't know if Aiden was being petty, or Aiden actually doesn't know. He doesn't gossip with his wife about what's going on in the situation. But all the other men knew not to ask this question. Well, Aiden should have known about the question, because when, Eugene had a barbecue with all the guys, and basically Dr. Gregory was saying that him and, Quad are having a hard time. And Aiden, and so he should have known that it might have been a touchy subject, but he just kept asking, like, I don't know, he's my friend. I just want to know why he's here. Everybody else is here. Like, if I'm not around, people are going to ask Mariah, where's Dr. Aiden? And so, Quad is just quiet. She's not saying anything. This gives Quad more of a reason to feel attacked. Quad could have said, well, he can't make it. Or, I have no idea why, or anything. She's always very vocal and comes off with a very strong demeanor, but sometimes she acts very timid. So I guess sometimes she does have her sensitive moment, but I feel like she could have responded and said, me and him are not speaking right now. We have separated. She could have just, boom, blowed it out like that, but I think she was. But, Mariah interrupted her. So anyways, the guys leave. It's their cue to go. So they bounce. They leave the situation. And so then that's when, Dr. Jackie was like, I was talking with Quad to see how we can bring, the sisterhood back, the love back and all this other stuff. And so then that's when, Quad is like, well, trusting, feeling comfortable and feeling secure and wanting to talk about it. It's kind of hard for me to get things out. And basically she was trying to say what was going on. And that's when Toya was like, well, you know what? It must be all. But before then, Toya was like, it's all good. She still got on her wedding ring, but it's not all good because she's separated and she's living in a different house and she filed for a divorce, but she's not able to tell the ladies this. And then the gentleman exit the balcony area. And so then that's when, Quad is trying to explain what's going on with her situation, why she's been so distant. And I think she was going to break down what's going on with her and Gregory and how come she's not happy and she's feeling down and she's feeling sad. And that's when Mariah was like, oh goodness, like, don't you, Mariah jumps in, was like, oh, Quad, we're not talking about this. Oh no, Quad, we're not talking about that. Oh, Quad this. So it's just like, I'm missing something. But before we get to that, Dr. Scott, he comes in while the guys are still outside on the balcony with the ladies. And then Toya jumps on him. Toya was like, oh, Contessa must be doing good. She must be doing fine because you here. And she was like, my wife is in bed, sleep, and the aunt is taking care of the kids. I'm like, damn. And it's like Toya wants everybody to text her and let them know what she's doing. All the ladies are making fun of her because it's like, come on, Toya. You know what she's going through. It's like, you need a storyline, sweetheart. So anyways, now the guys exit. And so then that's when, Mariah was just like, you make everything about you. Everything's always about you. You're not explaining, like, she didn't want her to explain her story or hear about her feelings or what's going on. She didn't want to hear about Quad's feelings, like what she's going through emotional. She just wants to know what's happening, what's going on, why you haven't been around, like what's up with Greg, what's up with Dr. Gregory or whatever. And she didn't let her respond or reply to any of the questions that were asked to her. And so then, Mariah jumps in and wanted to ask, Heavenly, you think I'm wrong? You think I think it's all that I'm trying to make it all about me? And she was like, maybe not, but I'm gonna have to go with Quad. And then we cut to the confessional, that low down lying dirty bitch Mariah was like, but Dr. Heavenly was able to say that I don't have friendships. It's hard for me to develop friendships, and it's because of my past. It's because of my childhood. It's because of things that I went through. So I'm learning to have meaningful relationship with women, and now I'm learning more of Simone. And I told her I don't like her yelling. Then Simone was like, and then that's when Quad jumped in and was like, Simone, I don't like when you be yelling too. And they all laugh. And then Mariah leaves because she didn't get the spotlight that I feel like Mariah wanted the spotlight on her, and she wanted to get in, like she couldn't wait to dig into Quad. And it was just like, and I understand Quad talks around the situation, but she was going to probably tell you guys that she was separated and she filed for divorce and she's living in another house. But shit, we won't have to get your reaction till next time. So I was like, Peace and my one love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peace. It's Mary Jane signing off.